The heat is on and we are making Paneer Manchurian. Hi everyone, I'm Radhika from Radikal Kitchen and today I'm going to be making some Paneer Manchurian. I'll start with telling you the ingredients. This is going to be done in 3 stages. So I'm going to make the batter first and kind of marinate the paneer in it. Then we will fry the paneer and then we will make the gravy or the base of the dish. So to get started, we are going to make a little batter. So Paneer Manchurian is a Indo-Chinese dish originating from Calcutta or Kolkata as it's called in India. And I'll tell you a bit more about it because it's fascinating how these two flavors have come together. So I'm going to start with some refined flour, so just sifting it a bit. So this is making a batter, and in order to make a batter, we have to make sure it's smooth and it doesn't have any lumps. So I'm just sifting it so it's nice and smooth. So this is, you've got your self-raising flour, and then I've got some corn flour. Now for corn flour, I'm going to take the corn flour and put it in this bowl and make a slurry. And the reason I'm not adding it here and adding water to it, because I don't want any lumps. So one way to minimize getting any lumps is to make a little slurry. This is cold water. And again, if you're doing this, it's best to do it with cold water, because if you do add hot water, you will get lumps. So this is the slurry with corn flour. So we're going to fry the paneer, or paneer is Indian cottage cheese. Here, it doesn't melt. It's a bit like halloumi without that saltiness. So the paneer will absorb all the flavors of the dish. You can also make this dish with chicken, and I'll tell you a bit of how to do it a bit later on. But look at this. This is a nice, smooth slurry. So we have here the flour. I'm going to add some freshly ground pepper, a bit of salt, mix it well. And now I'm going to add the corn flour mix here, and then add some cold water, little water at a time, to make a thickish batter. And let's see, mix it. This is good. Keep mixing it so that we don't get any lumps. So I'm often asked is, where is Paneer Manchurian from? So it is an Indo-Chinese dish, and this was created in Calcutta by the Chinese communities who settled there from China in the late 17th, 18th century. There is a very large Chinese community, and Indo-Chinese food is of course super popular in India, but then in other countries also. And it's the result of the Chinese settling down with their kind of cooking techniques and the dishes, but adapting it to a largely non-Chinese community over there. So they used their techniques, but adapted the flavor profile to make it more tangy and bold, and with the chilies for the new clientele, which were the Bengalis or the Indians who were in Calcutta. So this is a nice batter. So we don't have any lumps here. It's nice and smooth. And I'm going to now, so this is paneer, Indian cottage cheese. I have cut them in small cubes. The recipe is in my book called Flavours Without Borders. And in my book, I've looked at how history, migration, travel, colonial pathways have shaped food and flavors. So I've taken one ingredient, 3 different cuisines, but there's a little history. There's a little culinary history about what we are eating and where those dishes have come from. So now you can see I'm adding this. Okay, just to coat it, so it'll have when we deep fry them, it'll have a little coating and a little crunch, We don't want a very thick coated batter, but something light. The corn flour will give it a nice covering. It will seal it. And we're going to just leave it for 10 minutes. I'm going to heat the oil and then we will fry this. And once we fry this, I'm going to make the sauce. Now, it's called Paneer Manchurian, but it's nothing to do with the Manchurian region. Dish was actually created not in Calcutta, but in Mumbai by a Chinese chef who happened to be in Mumbai in 1974. So you have Paneer Manchurian, Gobi Manchurian, all kinds of Manchurian. A classic example of an Indo-Chinese dish. So the base is going to be some onions, some ginger garlic, some chilies, and then we are going to add some soya sauce, some tomato sauce, and some chili sauce. You can add as much chili as you want, depending on your kind of how much you can take. Some green peppers and some spring onions, and it makes a nice thickish sauce. Then we're going to add the paneer. So now I'm going to fry the paneer.
For nearly 25 years, Cox & Cox have been helping people fall in love with their homes, with beautifully crafted furniture and accessories you won't find anywhere else. Their buyers travel the world to bring you original designs, always with an eye for quality and enduring style. From freestanding kitchen units and made-to-order sofas to statement lighting, storage and accessories, their offering captures each new season with a timeless aesthetic and effortless style. Every piece is handpicked with care for a collection that is curated for design lovers by design lovers. The English rustic trend is an evocative and layered look with eclectic accessories and furniture full of texture and character. It features colour in deeper tones with embroidered and printed textiles and natural materials reminiscent of cosy cottages and homely farmhouse style. And when it comes to Christmas, Cox & Cox is the place where festive dreams begin. Their eagerly anticipated festive trends are a highlight of the season, bringing together everything you need from show-stopping faux trees, baubles and lights to Christmas liners and gift wrap. So whether you want a serene, nature-inspired festive decor, a little retro glamour, or a fun, classic, nostalgic family Christmas, Cox & Cox have a trend to match your style. Click the link in the description below to create a home you love to be in with Cox & Cox.
So we made a batter with some flour and some cornstarch, and now we're going to fry it. Let me do a little test to make sure that the oil is hot. So just put a few. Ooh, can you hear the sizzle? Love it, love it. So I am now just going to put these paneer pieces and love the sizzle and just fry them for a couple of minutes till they are golden brown. You know, often people ask me why cornstarch. Cornstarch is really good because it gives a nice, light, crunchier coating to the paneer or the chicken you're using. And also that's why, you know, if for when you're making tempura or for any Indo-Chinese food, you get that very light, crispy, crunchy and the lovely golden color. And it prevents, so if you're using cornstarch or corn flour, it makes the batter very light and not that cakey, heavy. We don't want that. So let's see, yes, beautiful. Just a few minutes and you can see it's nice and crispy and golden. That's exactly what we want. This is a very easy recipe to make. You know, you just need to make it in half an hour if you've got all the ingredients ready. So like I said, you can do this with chicken. So you need small boneless chicken pieces and then you follow the same process, but you can add a bit more flavor if you add a bit of ginger garlic. But I don't want to confuse you because let's talk about Paneer Manchurian. We are now frying this. You can hear the sizzle and that's the color we want. So, nice golden color. And we will just continue to fry these. So just a few tips. Make sure that the oil is hot. and then you fry them one at a time. So imagine you're making like a tempura here. Can you see this is so light, yet we've got the golden color and it's crunchy and crispy, and that's exactly the texture we want. So I'm just going to fry these just a couple of minutes more because I put quite a few in. So this should take, yeah. So just a couple of tips. The oil has to be very hot. If it gets overheated, just turn the heat down. But to start off with oil hot, do a little test to make sure the batter bubbles up, comes up, and then you add these. This is this. Love it, love it, love it, love it. The perfect golden color and crunch we want. And it's quite light, but it coats it beautifully. So it seals all the moisture inside. You can see it's such a light coating that it's not heavy and cakey. Perfect. Once this is done, we will make the sauce. So I wonder, have you tried any Indo-Chinese food? So you've got the Manchurian is one of the dishes, and then there is another very popular dish called Hakka noodles. And that's because the Chinese communities who came and settled in Calcutta were the Hakka people from the southern coastal region, and they'd got, so you have the Hakka cuisine and you've got the Cantonese cuisine. Okay, I'm just going to leave this to cook for maybe 1 minute. It's sizzling, it's cooking, and then we are getting them all. Look at these. Don't you feel happy when everything is going according to plan and the food is already beginning to look good? As you can see, this is the last bit of paneer. I used one block, which is about 220 grams. And this is for 2 to 4 person, depending if you're serving it as a main or a dish with, some as a side dish. Do. Okay, the recipe is in my book, Flavors Without Borders. 80 recipes connecting cultures and cuisine. So you find this recipe in my book. It's one of my family favorites because, it's got that crunchy texture and then it blends beautifully with this lovely sauce that we are just about to make, which also has the crunch from the onions and there's a lot of chili in it. So it is, look at this. Going to turn the gas off. This is the last crunchy bit. Going to now show this is it. Beautifully crispy, crunchy. So this has got flour, corn flour. It's got a bit of black pepper and salt. Beautiful, crunchy, golden. And if you open it, it's very soft inside. And that's the whole purpose. It actually captures the moisture inside. Okay, so now we are making the gravy or the sauce. It's not the gravy, it's the sauce for the Paneer Manchurian. I'm going to heat oil till it's very hot. So the cooking style is very much borrowed from the Chinese cooking style. Like I said, this is an Indo-Chinese dish. So this is wok stir-fry cooking on very high heat. So I'm going to heat the oil. We are going to add some ginger, garlic and chilies. And then I'm going to add the other ingredients. So like in Chinese cooking, the oil has to be hot. We are stir-frying it on very high heat and constantly mixing and tossing. So I'm going to add now, we are ready. You can hear the sizzle, garlic, but you have to be also careful. The oil has to be hot, but you don't want to burn your ginger garlic. So that's why we will constantly mixing it, tossing it, stirring it so that it doesn't get burnt. Hot oil, the ginger garlic, the aroma is already beautiful. And then I've got a mixture of green and red chilies. So we are going to add this to the base. So we've got ginger, fresh garlic, finely chopped, red and green chilies on high heat till it's goldenish brown, but not too brown. And then I'm going to add some chopped onions. These are not very finely chopped, but like kind of biggish chunky pieces. Onion goes in, the heat is max. The heat is on and we are making Paneer Manchurian. We're going to cook the onions on very high heat. I'm going to add some green pepper. We want a crunchy texture. We don't want anything soggy. And that's why the paneer that we've coated with cornstarch keeps it crispy and it doesn't get all soggy. So the onions gone in. And then I'm going to put in the green peppers. This whole process should take maybe 3 to 4 minutes. We just want to cook it slightly, not overcook it. And like when you're making Chinese food, you fry you deep fry the protein, or you then cook the veggies first and then you add the sauce. And that's exactly what we'll be doing in this Paneer Manchurian dish, except that the sauce has been adapted to Indian flavors. So now you can see how the Chinese and the Indian kind of techniques have been used, but catering to a very different flavor profile. And that is the beauty and that's the speciality of Indo-Chinese cuisine. This blend of onions and peppers and ginger, garlic and chili is just come together beautifully. It's so aromatic, even before we've put the sauces. So we will add the sauces now. So what we have is soya sauce. We've got tomato ketchup, and this is where it starts getting Indo-Chinese. And I've got some chili sauce always. So it's like there is a lot of heat and oomph to this dish. Mix it well. And look at this, how beautifully they come together. And we're going to balance the flavor, and I'm going to put some malt vinegar here. So it's sweet, it's sour, it's punchy, it's delicious. You will love it. Do try it. Easy to make. And here we have the base of the Paneer Manchurian. I'm going to add the paneer pieces that we had coated in flour and corn flour. It's crunchy, and now I'm going to add this to the onion, garlic. We've added the sauce. Just to recap, we heated the oil. We added fresh ginger and garlic, sauteed it for a minute. Then we added onion and peppers, nice and crunchy, and the chilies too. And then we added the sauces, and now we are going to add the paneer. And like I said before, because it's been fried and with the batter of corn flour, it will retain the crunchiness. It won't get soggy. Oh, look at this. This is delicious, crispy, crunchy, flavorful, yummy Paneer Manchurian. Mix it well so that the paneer pieces are coated in the sauce. We want it to be nicely coated in the sauce. I'm turning the heat down a bit. And we will just leave it maybe for a minute or so for the paneer to absorb all the flavors from the sauce. And then Paneer Manchurian is ready to eat. And now the Paneer Manchurian is ready. And the grand finale. Garnish it with some chopped green onions, so spring onions. You can also use a chopped coriander leaves if you want. And here you have Radhika's Paneer Manchurian. And now the taste test. So I've got some rice here, bit of paneer. Oh wow, the garlic, the chilies, the tomato, it is yummy. Please do try it. Thank you for watching. This is Radhika for Ideal Home Show YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe below. Thank you.